I'm always a content. I'm always content. I'm always fan of. I'm always a fan of.
I'm leaving all this.
Damn.
I'm leaving all this in. This is our opening. This is our opening, man.
Okay. It's a step forward.
Hello. This is the Venom Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. This is another episode. We're doing a reaction today on the new Moon Knight trailer. As you can see, I have my lovely co-host still up to my It's an ASMR episode, in case you guys didn't know.
I was ASMR.
I was wondering what I was like. He's doing something. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something.
Indubitably, that's what we're doing today. We're going to be covering Moon Knight, guys. I've been excited and ready for this show for a while now. So it was great to see like the suit full, and we've seen screenshots of it for the last like 2 or 3 days, however long we've been waiting for it. But we'll get into it. Let's get into it.
It's supposed to be a 6 to 8 episode series, I'm guessing.
I was longer. I don't want to be like 6.
And welcome to Staying Awake.
I mean, it's a different question.
Staying awake. Ooh.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life
What's
and
that accent?
dreams.
Hello,
He's
and
British.
Australian?
welcome to
British? No, not the Kid Cudi.
You like Big Cuddy. We all like Big
I'm
Cuddy.
losing it.
Oh, this is kind of perfect.
Real catch you are. You're bloody useless,
Yeah, it's British.
Stevie.
Stephen,
I
I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
That fool looks so fucking cool.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
That's so funny to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? That must be very difficult.
Oh,
Voice
in this?
in your head. There's chaos in you.
Hey,
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Embrace
what
the
a
chaos.
There we go.
Jesus Christ. That was nice. That was nice.
That was solid. That was pretty solid.
That was
That was
hard.
That was dope. That was dope.
That was sick.
Assassin's Creed has just been putting out some solid content.
Hey, I was just about to say that.
Tsushima, and now
you.
this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was up here, and in one sentence, half a syllable, he brought me down below the ground.
I was just about to be like, Marvel presents Assassin's Creed Moon.
that honestly gave more of the feel of Assassin's Creed than the Assassin's Creed movie that came out a couple years back.
Yeah, but I mean, a bag of lint could do that.
The show looks dope. I always love shows that kind of play around with multiple personality disorder, like Split. I really enjoy Split and how they played around with that. So I'm ready to see if like he's gonna have like a waking thing with them, or if he's gonna interact with the Mark Spector, with the different personalities, or if it's gonna be like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of deal.
I'll be honest. I don't know as much about Moon Knight as I've read comics with him in it, but not as much. I'm like a really huge Moon Knight fan. But it seems based off the trailer that we saw that he's on some level at least aware of the idea that there is something happening to him at night that he's unaware of, because he ties himself up to bed. Or at least one of the personalities ties himself to bed so that he can't escape. He said at the very beginning of the trailer. So even though he may not be able to talk to the personalities, on some level he's aware of them.
So the way that they had a recent run, which I'm pretty sure they did in preparation for the show, in which the whole like first couple issues he's in a psychiatric ward, and Moon Knight is a character that's been operating, but he's in there because he believes himself to be Moon Knight, but they're like demons that are the doctors that are telling him that he's not Moon Knight, he's just Mark Spector, which is the name of the character. So it's kind of a thing like, am I, aren't I type deal.
Yeah. trying to convince him that he's not actually
Right.
Always
established.
a fan of content where the audience has to follow essentially the same journey as the protagonist. So like he's not aware of what's going on, and neither are we. We are discovering that together. That's what it looks like from the trailer, at least. And I think usually things like that turn out pretty well. I think it's gonna be good.
That's known as the unreliable narrator. It was done obviously in like things like Fight Club or even in Euphoria. She opens the first pilot episode. She says, "I'm an unreliable narrator." So having that can be a fun way to experience a story because on some of you're aware of the fact that what you're seeing may not be happening exactly as you're seeing it, but also you're kind of waiting for it. It could be an interesting reveal or twist to unfold based upon that too.
The one thing I'm scared of though is not seeing a lot of him in the suit. Like this trailer was dope, but I saw a lot of just him and not a lot of him in the suit.
I think what they're doing is with this trailer, it seemed that they were very much trying to save the reveal of the suit for the end of it. I think what will happen is it'll be kind of more akin to like maybe Daredevil season 1, where he's in the suit, but it maybe makeshift for a while, and then they do kind of reveal a bigger suit at the end or something like that. He'll be in some kind of a version of the suit throughout in some capacity. I can't imagine us watching Mark run around. I mean, Oscar Isaac is great. I love Oscar Isaac, but I can't imagine him running around like fighting crime as Oscar Isaac.
Right. My guess is exactly what Ethan was saying. Like they'll hold it off to the end. Like this will probably be his story of accepting that he is Moon Knight and then like fully embracing, well, maybe not fully embracing, but embracing it more by the end. And that's when you have the big fight scene with him in the costume. That's my guess.
Yeah, I agree. And I think what Otis is talking about there too is also the reluctant hero. That's a fun story to always get into. Is a person who's trying to resist doing, because he seems like a kind of person who's not trying to be a mega hero or have all kinds of powers. He's trying to be much more of he's a more introverted I guess art curator or whatever. He is not sure the lore of the character. So this is definitely a stretch outside of his comfort zone to be a hero.
I'm always a fan of more supernatural stuff when it comes to Marvel and seeing that side of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much they make it. I'm not sure, but because he was punching out a demon at the end there, so I'm gonna assume we'll see.
Was it?
That didn't look like
that's the thing too with like him is like, at least in the comic that I read, he didn't know if like the people he was fighting were actually demons or if they were regular people or if he was in the psych ward. Like it's the whole like I don't know if what I'm seeing is reliable or not. And
very cool.
I'm ready to see. I don't think from what I saw, they'll get into that, but it may be a later thing because he starts off like working for a museum as a curator, maybe I think, or something like that.
Because we're all fans of the show Supernatural here. I mean, for most of the seasons, it lasted like 25 seasons, but it dealt with a lot. Otis and I are fans of Supernatural. Otis and I are fans.
I am too. Shit.
Oh no, I thought you were pointing. I thought you were saying us as opposed to.
I mean, I watched more of it than you did.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot. That's saying a
like,
lot.
and it's like like I've watched like probably like 9 to 10 seasons, and that's like. I gotta finish it out.
15
2/3.
14 or 15.
It's 50, yeah, it's 15.
I gotta finish it at some point.
2/3 of it. But the thing about Supernatural is there's multiple times they visit the idea of like trying to explain to people who aren't specifically hunters, who aren't specifically trained to hunt down demons or what have you in this world, is almost impossible, and you'll be seen purely as a psycho or someone that's crazy. So I can only imagine what it's like for Mark Spector to like try to be as someone just being introduced to this world of supernatural things, as he's trying to explain to himself or to anybody else, like there's other things out here, there's demons out here, or if he's actually not sure if what he's fighting actually is a demon or if it's fighting a person, or it's you can have a lot of fun with that, I think.
When it comes to Marvel content in general, like I've always been more akin to the street level stuff than like the cosmic level stuff. So seeing more street level characters is exciting for me. Like I can't wait.
I agree.
I can't wait.
I'm interested to see if we see Wolf by, because if y'all don't know, he was introduced in the Wolf by Night comic. It was like his original
way back.
So I'm interested to see if like I feel like I know Blade's gonna make an appearance at some point because I know he'll be in the Midnight Suns. I think Blade's the new Nick Fury of that little like the magic area.
Yeah, for spoiler for Eternals, they did a Nick Fury-esque thing there,
which is dope because I fucking love Mahershala Ali. I can't Mahershala. I think it's Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala. Okay, yeah.
I can't pronounce that. No, he's great. He's a great person to be like the the leader of a team, the patriarch in a way of this family. So I'm on board for that. That's cool. But also we talked about the street level and supernatural. Like there aren't that many in the MCU. We haven't really dealt with supernatural stuff that much. The close we've come really is like Doctor Strange and kind of WandaVision in a way. But I mean, like actual supernatural dealing with like demons and things of that nature. Like like getting hardcore to that, it really hasn't been as much in the MCU.
I already said they've been hyped because in Blade they'll get into like because there's been like a vampire society hiding somewhere. So I'm ready to see like how they've been operating in this universe of like with fucking the Thanos snap going on, how vampires were acting and things like that. Because we haven't seen a peep out of them up until this point, not a single sign.
Right.
But yeah, this has been dope. The trailer's dope. I can't wait to see the show drop. We're for sure covering the show. We're just gonna figure out if we're gonna do it for the main channel or for the Patreon, how we're gonna do it, because we're gonna drop that pretty soon. If you guys haven't made an announcement about that yet, but we're dropping the Patreon pretty soon for people that want to partake in any extra content we have to present to you guys. So thank you guys for the support. You guys have any other closing remarks for the review or the reaction?
No, just be sure to like and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube and all those places at the top of the screen.
And as I was going to say that Oscar Isaac he's an actor, man. He went from being a bearded wonder in Dune to being whatever this British guy was, almost unrecognizable. So,
and don't forget Poe Dameron.
And Poe Dameron.
Yeah, I mean,
you say I can't forget him, or can I forget him?
Bootleg Han.
I mean,
put it this way, he has a little bit of redemption in my eyes. Yeah, I agree. Bring that energy to the Moon Knight. Let's see what's positive.
Hopefully, I don't care about Bootleg Han Solo. I'm sorry.
We're closing on that. All right.
So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Then Out Podcast. Subscribe, like, share, support everything we got going on here and over at Blood Proof Entertainment and all the other shows over there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. It's late.
Yeah, you can forget Poe Dameron. It's okay.